All right, what's going on, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Robert, and I'm coming back with another video. But before we get into that, man, if it's your first time here, do me a huge favor by dropping a like on the video and subscribing to the channel. I would really appreciate it. And for all my returning subscribers, thank you for tuning in for yet another video. So today we're going to be taking a look at the Adidas Adilette 22 slide. I was actually able to pick this up on the Adidas app. This particular colorway actually restocked a few days ago. I saw a tweet go out about it, and I had no intention of picking this shoe up, but I figured, why not? Let's just go ahead, check it out, get it on the channel for you all. So just in case you're thinking about picking this shoe up, or maybe you saw it, you were like me, like you don't really want it, and maybe you just wanted to get a look at it. So I figured I'd go ahead and grab it and get it on the channel for you all. So let's go ahead and start with the box. So typical Adidas Originals kind of box here, I believe. You got your blue box with your Adidas 3 stripes here. You got your Adidas symbol on the side there. Same on that side. So, but on this side here, you got your size tag information, and I picked this up in a size 9. And we're gonna go ahead and talk about sizing right now because obviously this shoe is drawing a lot of comparison, or slide is drawing a lot of comparisons to the Yeezy slide. And I kind of understand that, but I'm gonna go into that in a second. But here you have it, guys, the Adidas Adilette slide. And like I said, sizing. So I picked this up in my true size 9. And if you've been following, Yeezy slides or just things like that for a while now, you know that Yeezy slides, people tend to recommend, including myself, to go if you're like in, full size up in those shoes because they fit very small. And this opening here on the Yeezy slides is very tight. But I can honestly say in this Adilette slide here, you can go true to size. I've seen some people recommend sizing down, and I can understand that. There's just a little bit of room in this shoe, but in my opinion, it's not enough to where it's gonna be falling off my foot, and I would not go down in it. So I would say true to size in this slide. Definitely do not go up. Even if you're like at a half size, like I usually wear like a 9.5 in most of my shoes, and a size 9 fits pretty good. In my opinion, this fits like a size 9 should. The only thing I will mention, I have a slightly wide foot, and if you can see there's like this little, on the side here of the slide, it curves up, you see that? And on the inside, there's this little indentation right there. My pinky toe right here is kind of resting on that. So picture like if my foot's in it, one toe would kind of be sitting up a little bit. Now, if you move your foot around, it doesn't happen, but I just noticed it when I put my foot in, I had that kind of sensation that this toe was kind of being pushed up on the side there. So just something I feel like I just want to mention. But enough about sizing. Let's go ahead and get into the review of the slide. So the Adidas, I was about to say Yeezy, but the Adidas Adilette 22 slide in the Desert Sand colorway. Like I said, got it on the Adidas app. And as you can see here, you've got that desert sand color all over this shoe. And it's got this weird kind of like ripple effect design all over the shoe. And it's a nice slide, I will say. I think this what retailed, I think it was around $55 or something like that. I can't remember. So currently cheaper than the Yeezy slide. The only reason I bring up the Yeezy slide is because there was a lot of chatter about this because Kanye, I guess, had put out there that he felt like, I guess, Adidas at one point were, well, not at one point, with this slide, they were kind of stealing the inspiration, I guess is what I'll say, from the Yeezy slide. And I can see that. But the only thing that kind of makes me question that whole thought process is like, you see this with a lot of other brands. My favorite shoes are Jordan 11. I know, if you go into your local shoe store, you might find another Jordan that has patent leather on it that looks similar to the Jordan 11. These brands usually pull from other models that, are highly sought after, and they usually make something that's a little bit different, that's a little more readily available and easier for people to afford. They might not be, like not like a $200 Jordan, but maybe they might be, I don't know, 140 or 130. They usually do stuff like that. So I can definitely see whether, the inspiration for the Yeezy slide comes into play, but I'm not really, they don't look exactly alike. I mean, a slide is a slide is a slide. They've been around for how long? But overall, I will say I like the look of the shoe. It's okay, I like this colorway. And on the side here, you've got the brand with the 3 stripes text right there in black. So I just wanted to call that out and talk a little bit about the whole, idea that this was kind of like, I guess, mimicking or trying to, look like the Adidas Yeezy slide. So I think I just saw something else that kind of reminds me of that. But let's go ahead and look at the toe box area of the shoe. As you can see there, you got that kind of ripple design all along the toe box area right here where your toes would lay. And at the top here, you've got those ripples again there, all right? And while we're talking about the top of the shoe, that's when I put this slide on, I immediately like the way this one fit better than the Yeezy slide. If you own a pair of slides, then you already know what I'm talking about. But if you do not, let me tell you, when you have a pair of Yeezy slides, you try to put them on, it's kind of, this area of the slide, the top part is tight. It's kind of hard to get your foot in. And it's especially difficult. Well, I'm not gonna say it's not super hard. You can put them on, but you have to kind of work your foot in there. Once you get in there, you're fine. But if you wear socks, your socks are gonna wrinkle up trying to get your foot in there. It's a little tight fit. With these, they fit how a slide should fit. You slide your foot right in there with or without your socks, and it fits right just like it should. No issues getting in or out of the slide. So I will say I love the fit of this slide better than a Yeezy slide. Now, enough about that. Look at that side of the slide there as well. All right, nothing on the back here, but I'll show you that. Insole of the footbed, I guess, of the slide area, you've got an Adidas symbol right there as well. And on the inside here, you've got a size sticker. And on this side, you know how on the Yeezy slides, they kind of put like, I think, Yeezy on the inside. On this one, you got originals. I think it says Adilette 22 made in China. So you've got some text on the inside there. You probably won't be able to see it, but it is there, and I just wanted to call that out. So now let's take a look at the outsole. The outsole is kind of weird. So like I mentioned, you've got that kind of rippling effect all over the shoe, but it just looks a little bit different. Like, yeah, like you've got these like divots in it too. And if you look at it in certain lighting at a certain angle, it kind of reminds you of like, I really don't know. It's kind of got this weird look to it. It's kind of hard to describe, but yeah, that's the outsole of the shoe or the slide. Okay, now that'll be about all, guys, for the Adidas Adilette. I was about to say Yeezy again. I'm so used to reviewing Yeezys on this channel, but the Adidas Adilette 22 slide in the desert sand colorway. Now, before we end this video, I just always like to give my final thoughts on the shoe. We've already talked about sizing, but just to reiterate really quick, true to size on this shoe, on the slide. Now, do I think it's a must pick up? I'm gonna say, if you don't have a pair of Yeezy slides, then yes, grab them. But overall, I feel like no. I'm kind of like, these sold out immediately, I feel like, because there was a lot of like hype or I guess, curiosity around the model. As soon as Kanye started talking about, I guess this shoe being very, very similar to the Yeezy slide, everybody was on it. I saw this and I figured, at that price point when it restocks, let me just grab it, see what it's like. And I think it's okay. I almost forgot one key thing with this while I'm thinking about the whole slide and everything, the comfort. Now, I talked earlier about how I like that this slide is way easier to put on than the Yeezy slide, but it is not as comfortable as the Yeezy slide. So if you own them, you already know. If you don't have this yet, I will tell you, when you put this on, it is slightly soft. There's a little bit of cushioning there. Well, there's a significant amount of cushioning, but it's not as soft and forgiving as like the Yeezy slide is. With the Yeezy slides, when you put your foot into it, they are like really like cushioning, that they feel like they've got a little bounce to them. With these, it's more of a solid type of cushion. So there is, like I said, a little bit of like, cushion there, a little bit of like give in it, but it's more of a solid fit or solid comfort in my opinion. So there is that difference in the shoe. So I like the way this fits way better, but comfort wise, gotta go with the Yeezy slide out of the box. Now I haven't worn this all day. I haven't honestly worn any of my Yeezy slides either, but out of the box comfort, gotta give it to the Yeezy slide, but overall fit, gotta go with the Adilette. So that is that. So we talked about sizing, we talked about the comfort now. Is it a must pick up? I said if you don't have them, I'd say go ahead and grab them. But it's not something that I would run out and pay resale for, absolutely not. But that'll be about all, guys, for the Adidas Adilette 22 slide in the desert sand colorway. I do thank all of you for watching. Please drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel if you have not already. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you all next time.